Hello, Cassandra. Let me talk about your samples a little bit. Yes, Bravo was a founder of modern photography. He was a founder, not the founder, but nonetheless, he was one of the pioneers. He had an association with Edward Weston, who is the picture of modern photography, no pun intended. Uh, Weston was a member of the group F64, founded in the 1930s in America, and this organization, it was an association of 7 or 8 photographers, no more than 10, and they espoused the aesthetic of sharp lines and shape, crisp delineation, focus, all the great attributes of the photographic medium, and that was a departure from pictorialism that dictated that photography should imitate painting. So, through his association with Weston, he developed a style that blended myth, allegory, and a search for Mexican identity. So, this first image, I guess the title is, I have to double check the title. Um, Daughters of Dance. Okay, Daughters of Dance. Uh, Here he plays with shape, the hat, the mirror, and then the diamonds on the wall. And yet the girl is obviously, well, not obviously, but she is Mexican, judging by the context of his work. So this falls into his style of allegory and Mexican identity and so on. Now, moving on to this one. Now, this is also a modern photograph, although in a much more modern digital style. This is composed of 2 or 3 segments: the stormy sky, a barren landscape, and these two may have been one. And then he photographed this woman in a studio setting with heavy-duty makeup and costume. Uh, it has a primal feel to it. Yes, a tribal, as you put it. As you put it, in other words, you said it has a BC feel to it. Well, it's pretty much the same thing. And then we go to this one, Susan Meiselas, and this is the most contemporary one. Well, no, I take that back. Actually, this is the most contemporary one. Uh, but nonetheless, they're pretty close as far as timeline goes. And this also is very modern in its depiction of shape, line, and so on and so forth. And it has the photojournalistic feel to it. The element of surrealism, not really there. But there is some suspension of disbelief because if we know the context of this, which is somewhere in Central America, I believe it's Nicaragua, if I'm not mistaken. Um, let's see. Yeah, if we forget that it's there, um, it has a totally different feel to it. But we know from the context of her work that she's very politically motivated. So this has a political content to it. Yeah, they have the common thread of being modern, with an emphasis on form. Um, as far as content goes, they're very different. As far as approach goes, the photographers are very different. So those are the two ends of this stick. All right, Cassandra, this is it. Last week. I wish you the best of luck, much success in your career. Take care.